Mosé is our adult male chimp. He's about 20 now. We were traveling on a Congo river boat from Kinshasa to Kisangani, and he came on board with a hunter, and we bought him for $5 from this hunter who came on board, and not thinking too much about long-term consequences, but they started pretty fast in the sense that the moment he had my wife to hold on to, he wouldn't let go anymore. He is part of the family, so like when I go in this morning, he will come up and play. We roll around on the ground, he bites me, I bite him. Play biting, or he will wrestle me and push me around. And at the moment he's into magazines. I mean, he carries his magazines around all day, he asks for them, and he has very specific magazines, very specific pictures he likes. And then in the evening we bring him in, and he watches TV for a while, and then the dinner arrives. I go outside and bring the dinner, and on my tray there's his plate and there's my plate. And, then to some extent we share. I mean, if he likes something very much, he asks me for more of mine, and I might give him a few spoonfuls. We believe he has the same emotions as most humans do, and he has, for the last 10 years, been a daily reminder almost why I'm still in this business, in a sense that if we cannot do anything for these creatures, which have all these same emotions, then what can we do for the butterflies or the pangolins or all these things down the line from the chimps? So he has been a constant reminder for me, and as such a big motivator. The reason I became a conservation activist really has to do around bushmeat, meaning it was something which struck me as being very wrong, something the world needed to know, and that's something I felt I had an obligation to document. If we cannot protect a gorilla, which we all feel strongly about, which we know is our, the chimp certainly is our closest animal relative, if we cannot protect them, what else, what can we protect?
We are deforesting in Brazil in the last few years about 20 to 25,000 square kilometers. So the Amazon is becoming like a Swiss cheese with holes all over. It's really very dramatic to think that perhaps less than 100 years from now we might have 20% remaining forests, and we have to say 20% of remaining animals, not to mention that a very large fraction of those animals will vanish because the forest will also become very fragmented, very unable to sustain large populations of many animals. I don't think many people are aware of the seriousness, what we could be making to the planet.
We are the only species in the whole history of the Earth that has the power to drive even one species extinct, and we may well end up driving maybe 5 million species extinct.
Species have always gone extinct. We no longer have the dinosaurs. But the rate at which species are going extinct now is 1,000 times greater than it would have been under natural circumstances. What really lies behind all of this, the things we're seeing in the environment, the mass extinctions, is the huge expansion of what we call the human enterprise. We have converted over half of the Earth's land surface into a new form. From forest to croplands, from grasslands to croplands, and so on.
Even if the existing reserve network were expanded well beyond what anyone thinks is economically or politically feasible, it's unlikely that we would protect more than maybe 10% of the life forms that we share the planet and maybe the whole universe with today.